Hey, Melissa here from GirlGoneFishing, and this weekend I'm fishing with the Buckeye Kayak Fishing Trail up at Mosquito Lake, or Mosquito Creek Lake. I'm not sure which one officially, but I'm staying at Mosquito Creek Lake State Park Campground with the Buckeye camping crew, so we all meet up there and get sights and then gather for a community fire, and it's a lot of fun. So I actually fished Mosquito Lake 2 weeks ago with kayak anglers of Northeast Ohio, and I did okay. So I'm excited to get up there and see if what I learned a couple weeks ago can actually translate. But it's going to be one of the first times that I have that experience of like almost a practice weekend for a tournament. I don't really have time in my life for that kind of thing, but using the Kayak Anglers of Northeast tournament as a practice for this tournament, you hear people say, oh, I had a good practice in a bad tournament, or I had a bad practice in a good tournament. So I'm really excited to see how I can turn what I learned 2 weeks ago into tournament success this weekend. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So I got to get going. It's almost a 4.5 hour drive for me. I got to go all the way up and then this way and then up. So long drive. It's Friday, rush hour potential, and there's some bad construction in Columbus right now. So, and I don't have air conditioning. I definitely don't want to be stuck in a traffic jam in a hot sunny day with no air conditioning. So I'm going to get going, finish loading the car, get the links on there, and head on up. So, woo! You can tell I'm pumped for this one. And I'll see you guys up at the campground. Wow, I am so lucky that backup is going the other way on the highway, not the way I'm going, because that would really add a lot of time to my drive. So currently I have 4 hours to go and my way's moving nicely. So I'm gonna keep cruising up there. I'm getting excited for this weekend. It's gonna be fun. I love this campground. I like this lake a lot. Coming up here to fish Lake the Northeast Ohio, I've gotten a lot more comfortable with grass lakes. I still wouldn't say I'm good at grass fishing, but at least I don't have the total cluelessness that I did in the last couple of years when I was trying to fish, and I couldn't figure out, what lures to do. I mean, I was a crankbait fisherman, and you cannot treble hook a grass lake, not most of it anyway. So I have gotten a lot better at adapting and figuring out what lures work in that kind of environment. So, man, coming up here and getting a big bass out of the grass or the lily pads is fun. So, gonna have a good weekend, hopefully catch some big bass, and yeah, let's get this drive over with. So this is my plan. These are the starting lures. Since I was at this lake a couple weeks ago, I was able to visualize like what I wanted to be throwing at the start of the tournament. And then down in red, I have the things that'll kind of follow up the starting lures if they don't work. So that's what I'm going with. The windows aren't quite as blocked as usual. I cleaned out my trunk, and it turns out I can fit a lot more stuff in there than I could when it was all full of junk. All right, back on the road. You can never get enough fishing. So we're all set up and nothing else to do, so Billy and I are out fishing. I'd help you, but I'm filming.
No!
So I'm back at camp after my fishing expedition with Billy Chambers. We didn't get any fish, but it was a lot of fun. It is really fun hanging out with people who are equally addicted to fishing as I am. So like, you're like, hey, you want to go fishing? People are like, yeah, let's go fishing. Even though we're going to fish all day tomorrow, we don't care. We love fishing. So I'm going to go over to Brad and Sean's site and enjoy the community fire tonight, and then early to bed because I want to be able to get enough sleep that I can think tomorrow. I have plan A and plan B in my head ready to go, but if that doesn't work out or if there's someone on my spot, then I have to be able to adjust, and I just can't do that if I'm exhausted. So I'm going to try to get at least like 5 hours of sleep tonight, and I will see you at the ramp tomorrow morning. So here's my campsite. There's my tent, our little canopy. There's Kevin's tent. And there's the community fire over there. Oh, good morning. It is 4:30 and I'm getting ready to head to the ramp. And didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but it's going to be a good day. It's going to be gorgeous weather, about 5 to 7 mile per hour winds. It's going to start out at about 60 degrees and peak out around 80. And I'm excited to get going. Let's do it. All right, I'm out at my spot. Oh, I'm all sandy. Someone was launching his kayak back there and got his van dug into the sand, and so me and another guy got to push him out. So I was a little tired because I didn't get enough sleep last night, and that really woke me up. So now I'm all energized and ready to go. It's sandy. That's the cool thing about the kayak angling community, is that even if you're not like good buddies with someone, everyone helps everyone out. It's so cool. I'm just so happy I found this sport, this community. So my plan for the day is start with topwater on grass flats. So I feel I'm going to throw stuff that'll go on top of the grass flats, and then if that dies off, I'll go to the grass edges, and if that dies off, I'll go to my spot over here on the roadbed. So that's my plan, and I was up here 2 weeks ago for the KANEO, Kayak Anglers of Northeast Ohio tournament. This is the Buckeye Kayak Fishing Tournament, and I did pretty well. I got 6th out of 64 at the KANEO tournament, my highest placing ever at an in-person event. Unfortunately, I didn't film it because I've been having huge amounts of camera and battery problems, and already today my back GoPro has refused to power on. So I'm gonna do what I can, and I'm gonna catch some big fish today. Fish number 1, 14 3/4. So it's 7:30 and I have 2 fish so far. I've caught them both in the last 10 minutes and couldn't get anything on anything, so I switched over to a weightless fluke. So I use a Berkeley Power Bait Max Scent flat nose jerk shad, and I rig it weightless on a Gamakatsu EWG worm hook, where you skin hook the point in so you can get it through the grass. I'm just pulling it over the top of the grass, letting it sink down in the holes in the grass. All right, let me get it back out there and see if I can get more fish. So it's 8:30, I caught one more little one, 13 something inches. So I have 3 fish for 45 inches, which isn't terrible. I'm excited about the 3 fish by 8:30. I'm just gonna keep grinding it out over here, and then I have my backup plan. I'm watching it over there, and there's a ton of people on my spot, but there was a ton of people over there at the start last time I was up here, and eventually they all kind of wandered off and I went over and caught fish there. So that's my plan. I'm gonna go back to work here and see if I can get my limit. Well, both of my GoPros have quit on me again, so we're back to cell phone, but at least I have this to tell you about my 14 1/4 inch 4th bass I got, 4th keeper. So making progress, gotta catch more. So now it's 8:36 and I have 4 fish, 56 inches, and that puts me currently in 12th place out of 58 or 68 people. So long way to go still, but I'm really excited about marching my way towards my limit. All right, this guy gives me my limit. He's 14 1/2, so I have a little limit, but I have 5 keepers on the board. I am so excited and I'm so proud of myself. So now I go upgrading. All right, it's 12:30 and I finally have an upgrade fish. This guy's 16 1/4, so he's gonna move me up 3 inches. Yay! This is my biggest fish of the day, and look how it is barely hooked right there. Whew, I got so lucky getting this guy in the net. Now I just got to get its picture. Now we're upgrading. This is an 18-incher, my biggest of the day. Same way I've got all the other fish. Weightless fluke, Berkeley flat nose jerk shad. So I'm gonna put him back and see if I can get more. Woo! This is so fun. I haven't had a fish in a little bit and it got cloudy and windy, so I decided to try a spinnerbait, because you always hear if it's windy or cloudy, put on a spinnerbait, and I never do, and I never catch spinnerbait fish. And look at this, he's way too small to help, but that's pretty cool. I don't know if I should keep doing it or go back to the thing that's been working all day. Well, that's the 3 o'clock lines out alarm. Nothing else I can do. Man, I worked hard. I tried to upgrade there. I ended up with 3 14s in my limit, and I would have loved to kick at least one of those out and upgrade, but I can't complain about how this day went. I mean, I got my limit pretty early and then spent the day upgrading, and it was so much fun. I mean, it was just awesome. One of the coolest things is that I had found this spot on Google Earth, and to be able to come up here after researching it online and to have it work out is just really cool. And nothing that I caught fish on when I was here 2 weeks ago worked today. Not a single lure. I had caught fish on about 5 things 2 weeks ago, and not a single one of those things worked today. I had to just cycle through stuff until I found what they wanted today, and it was a soft plastic jerkbait, which I used the Berkeley flat nose jerk shad, and a chatterbait, jackhammer, and what else? Oh, a little mini spinnerbait. I don't even know what brand it is, but they were really cute, like little guys. So caught a couple on that. You know, it was mostly stuff except for the chatterbait. It's all stuff I don't throw that much. And so it's cool because like a couple years ago, coming up to a lake like this, I was just a crankbait fisherman. I didn't know how to do anything else. And the grass just like was my kryptonite. It just like blew my mind. I didn't know what to do. And now I can come up and like work with it. You know what I mean? It's not something to fear. It's a challenge, and it kind of was like, hey, the fish are here. You know, it's helpful. So this has been really cool. So I want to say a huge thank you to Strictly Sail and Kayak, one, for this amazing Hobie links. You know, I just don't know that I would be out here doing this if I didn't have this like awesome, perfect kayak. And also for sponsoring a lot of our trails, and for always being there to have whatever I break drop in the water, whatever. So thank you guys, I appreciate you. And I want to say thanks to the Buckeye Kayak Fishing Trail, because if they didn't run this trail, then I wouldn't have anywhere to get out and play. So thank you guys for putting in the work so that we can get out and have fun. And thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the comments and the support. It's been fun, like kind of getting out more and meeting people. So this has been awesome. What a fun day. All right, I'm gonna go to the measure in and celebrate the winners, and then back to camp and see what my camp buddy Kevin is cooking for dinner tonight. So, all right, woohoo, what a day.
All right, and first place, taking home $1,218, but wait, an extra $290 for big bass, for a total of $1,508 with 89 1/4. Rick Norton, congratulations. Both of these trophies are yours.
I think that's gonna be.
But you could also open a box of garbage.
A lot of work. It's a lot of